Basic, Beginners, Tenor Guitar, and Baritone Ukulele, Chicago Tuning, DGBE, Perfect Timing, A Focused Approach, Book 1. This is Lesson 4, Part 1. And we were just getting ready to play Yankee Doodle. I think we had we were on page 26. And I think I made a mistake. I'll just bring it to light here. I flashed a page up. I'm also doing a 6-string guitar lesson parallel to this. I flashed up a lesson with a page with a 6-string guitar shown here. So this is the, that's what I should have shown. And I have started over on this one because I had a little mental spasm there, or brain spasm. Anyway, back on track now. Let's try Yankee Doodle. It's 4/4 time. All notes you've learned, right? As we look back, consider the G and the A that we learned on page 26. Okay? Open G and A. Okay? Alrighty, so first notes are C, 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 D, E, and it's 4/4 time. So let's count it off. 1, 2, ready, play. And I'm going to count while we're playing, okay? I'll try to keep it not too fast, but you know this song, Yankee Doodle by. Over there I have noted, no one knows. No one seems to know. No one seems to know is what I wrote. That's what I could find out. So, 1, here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Okay, I played that last C like it was a second to last C like it was a whole note. Should have been 2 halves. Let's do it again. I'll play it a little bit slower. Also forgot to start counting there, so let's see if we can salvage this lesson here. Having trouble with this one for some reason. So Yankee Doodle, trying it again a little slower. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, I did it. What do you know? You're going to learn those chords eventually here. So, that was marvelous I wrote here, because I know you played it perfectly with me. I said, did you notice the G and the A note with their stems pointing upward there? G and A in that area. And they're also on the stems are on the opposite side. I think I bring that to light down here. They're on the the G and the A. You know what? Point downward. They're on, yeah, when they point up, they're on the right side. When they point down, they're on the left side. You can see that there. Reminder on Yankee Doodle, did you pay very close attention to your timing? Just checking. Play it again. Focus on the timing if you feel like you were bumpy with it or rough. There were 2 note types used, and you can go through that. They're half notes and quarter notes, and they get respectively, half gets 2, quarter gets 1. That's all you're trying to remind you of there. So before moving on to new concepts, any way, shape, or form, we're going to try a few more, or at least a couple of more songs that are also using things you've learned already. This first one, Ode to Joy, by a guy named Ludwig. You can probably figure that out. Back in 1824, Ludwig, I like to call him. No, Ludwig. Last initial is B. Probably know who that is. It's not Bach. So, Ode to Joy, also in 4/4 time. And you know what that means. We'll count it off again like we did the previous one. Try not to go too fast. This one kind of can run away with you. But let's go ahead and try this one. A lot of quarter notes, half notes at the end of every line there, as you can see. So let's just give it a whirl, okay? You ready? 1, 2, 3. I'll say ready, play. 1, 2, ready, play. I was going to count starting on the second line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1. Uh-oh. Boy, oh boy, the teacher is stumped again. Let's start over. 1, 2, ready, play. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, not making excuses, but I have a light issue in here, and my reading glasses are not quite the right distance to where my music stand is here. So I think that's why I messed up there first time through. Anyway, we're going to jump right into the one that was actually giving me trouble here long ago. And this one's kind of fun. This is why I had to restart this lesson video because I kept messing it up. Long ago, I just noted some history. This song became one of the most popular songs in the United States by 1844, written by Thomas H. Bailey in 1833. And it also is the first song I ever remember learning to play with my very patient mandolin teacher, the late George Ott Sr. And I can remember him sitting there listening to me play, and I really didn't practice enough. Kind of like you're doing. No, just kidding. You're practicing, right? But anyway, had to include it here. So it's been 50 years ago, I'll bet, for me. Okay, shouldn't have told you that. Let's start off. It's 4/4 time. Count 1, 2, ready, play. And it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay. So 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, how'd you do? Hopefully you were right along with me there. It's my time looking like 8 minutes. Okay. So while we're here playing some songs using notes and various information you've learned up to this point, let's try something fun. Let's make sure I'm using the right page here. Okay. If you look way back on page 8 where we learned about the treble clef, this thing, remember, treble clef? And I also mentioned that briefly that there's something called the bass clef, this thing. Where'd it go? I'm looking backwards on here. The bass clef, okay? And that it was normally used in piano music to show what the piano player's left hand should play. So the piano music usually has 2 5-line staves, or as they're also called plural, is staves. They're tied together with what's called a brace, this little curvy line, and you'll see music that they're tied together, has this line tying the staffs or staves together, and this curvy bit here, and it is treble clef and bass clef. That's piano music, pretty much how it always looks. And a little bit of difference from the 2 connected staffs or staves in piano music that use the curved line called a brace is a similarly connected pair of lines a pair of staffs, I mean, or staves that are connected using, instead of a brace, something that's called a bracket, okay? And it's more straight. See, the curved one versus the straight one, okay? More straight. And so, that's the way they're tied together, and you notice they're both treble clef. So they can be treble clef and showing just two different parts of an instrument, of two different instruments playing in treble clef. So that little sample is just one measure and one note, just going the top line is you know, C, D, E for 2 counts, and then so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1. Okay, the bottom would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So together, and you're not expected to do this, but I'm trying to play them together. They should sound, if two people were playing them together, this is where we're going with this for the next exercise or song. It would be like, okay, so you have harmony. And so on the next page, we are going to play that. Going to do a little bit of 2-part playing, okay? What else do I need? It's just saying what a first instrument plays on top and a second instrument would play on the bottom there. So since you've already learned to play Ode to Joy, page 28, we just went through, let's try it as a 2-part song. Part 1, let's look at my time here, 11, okay. This may or may not work. Part 1 is the same melody you played on page 28. Part 2 will be different notes that harmonize with part 1. Harmonize, or playing harmony means basically to play notes that blend with each other, or blend with the melody, actually, which is the main set of notes in a song. You probably already knew that, right? Okay, here we go. So, I already played Ode to Joy, the melody. How much time do I have? Just about enough to play. I'm going to play the bottom line, and be sure that it says part 1. Make sure you skip. Don't jump from this line, play it, and then come down this line. You're coming from this line when you play part 1 down to this line, part 1, skip, part 1, skip, part 1, okay? And I'll be playing part 2, part 2, part 2, part 2, okay? I think I have enough time to do this. So, count is 1, 2, ready, play, because it's in 4/4 time. Let's try it. I'm going to be playing that. You will be playing this. Ready, play. It's the same as page 28, okay? But I'm going to be playing this. So I'm going to just start. You play along with me, and you'll notice that our parts are not the same, but they go together, okay? So 1, 2, ready, play. Whoops. No, oops, I messed up again. Oh, goodness. I think I'm getting stressed with my time factor here. Let's try it one more time. I just have enough time to start over and do this right, I think. Ready? Still struggling with my glasses. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I am almost out of time, but you notice that the harmony could be a number of things. I kind of intentionally played all G's for the last 2 measures. It does sound right when you play just that G with a C and okay. I think I've drifted out of tune a little, but it does work. So I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna play it again normally, and you can play the harmony to it in the beginning of the next half of this lesson. But let's go on over to that lesson. That'd be what, 4/2, part 2, right? Okay, so let's go over there now. All right.